Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry, and I call this show Let's Open Some Toys. Live stream I do every Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, or 8 o'clock p.m. Let's be clear, Eastern time, or Eastern Standard Time in the United States. So yeah, if you're new here, my name is, well, I already said it. My name is Larry, and I'm a toy collector, and I like to open action figures live and talk to people in the chat. So without further ado, let's say hi to the chat. We don't have a lot of people in here right now, but we got highly articulated. It was the first one to pop up. It said that pail isn't easy to find anymore. Yeah, I was so happy, and it was the only one they had in stock at the store I went to a few weeks ago. So yeah, can't wait to open him up. And we got my buddy, my pal, I was want to say he's probably my best friend as a toy photographer, but he's really the only toy photographer I talk to regularly. I mean, I talk to Yimbo and the Toy Daddies a bit, but I talk to Mr. Ryan Clark quite a bit, so it's good to see him up in the chat. Love it when he also comes and hangs out on the stream from time to time. Says that pail is my favorite Animal Warrior Kingdom figure. Well, I have the other two pails, and I was super happy to finally find this one. Now I'm only missing technically one, really two, but they did have that Beastman colorway of that big brute scale gorilla. Yeah, oh shucks, man. Yeah, you'd be flattered, brother. Anyway, but yeah, as Mr. Ryan, as highly articulated, this is what he's talking about. The Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. This was from Series 1, Wave 1. This is Pale in Adventurer Armor. This is one of the few I'm missing. It was him. And shoot, I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. Well, I said the PowerCon exclusive, brute gorilla, and Veil Atlas or Barrel Atlas. I keep forgetting how to picture his name in my head, but they were always sold out on Spiro's website. So, but he was still available on Big Bad. So, but I think Toy Department might still have him in stock. I was going to stop there today, but I'm waiting till my other income tax check hits before I go back down there. So yeah. But yeah, tonight we are going to be opening up this AWalk. Yeah, Vero. Yeah, Tander, and yeah, that's the ones I'm missing. But like I said, I think Toy Department, where I got these guys at, had posted a picture on their Instagram a few days ago or almost a week ago. They put up a fresh stock of them, and Vero Atlas was on the shelf. So hopefully. But yeah, we're going to be opening up this pail, another Mythic Legions vampire, Valak, who I thought was really cool with the purple hood, so I've been wanting to pick him up. And of course, if you pay attention to the thumbnail, I also picked these also up from the Toy Department, the Heroic and Evil Magic Effects. So more accessories for more things to hopefully come. But yeah, let's go ahead and just, because I've been waiting for this guy to get this guy for so long, and I've been holding on to him for a few weeks because I've been slowly opening up everything I've gotten from the Toy Department. The big one I opened up with Mr. Ryan Clark, which was the Mezco. As you see the box down there, the Mezco 112 Collective Deluxe Mighty Morphin Power Ranger set. If I can only find their Green Ranger, because right now the only soft goods Green Ranger I have is 3 new toys. One that I picked up from Hero Source Toys and Collectibles over in North Carolina. So as I opened him up, got the little orange baggie with his extra set of hands, because he does have 3 whole pairs of hands. He comes with his gripping hand already in. God, I'm just so happy to finally get him. And see, one of his little knives already flew out of the package. Said this knife wanted to say hello first. I gotta clip this thing out of here. Where? There he is. That's what I want. Let's see who else is. We got a new person popped up in the chat. Hello. Interesting name. I do have a moderator to watch the chat, so please, I shouldn't have to say this. Be civil. I mean, this is not intended for people under the age of 13, but let's not be vulgar. I mean, I do have a tendency to talk like a sailor from time to time, but can we just, no lewdness. It's just fair warning to anyone who is new that is watching me. Now, fair warning, because it is also February, this is usually the start of the FC season. So there may be some Saturday nights we do not do this, because I will be probably at a FC Cincinnati game on those nights. So let's see, was there anything else tied down? I think it was just the waist. Yes. Yay, that was the only thing I had to clip off. Yay. So, if there's a Saturday night, I will definitely bank a post on my Instagram and on the community part. So, whenever that happens, I decide not to do a stream. So, that's usually how that worked out. All right. I don't know how well the plastic's going in on here. It says, I made the weirdest name. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, you did. Mr. Ryan Clark says, I'm being civil because I want to. You're not the boss of me. Well, you're a very civil person in general, I would think. I mean, you always seem to be very civil on the other streams I see you on. I mean, you've been very, very civil with me. So, but I think we've gotten to know each other pretty well. I mean, I don't know everything about Mr. Ryan Clark, but I think we've become pretty good friends. And even being in the chat with on Adam's stream, highly articulated, it's always been fun. And there's Chaos, my girlfriend. Is like, you tell him, Ryan. What we got? How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a kind of an interesting week, to say the least, but I'm doing better today than I had been. Just some stress issues I'm trying to work on. I always get de-stressed when I'm getting to open up some action figures. So here we go. We got our Adventure Pale. Our Pale and Adventure Armor. There we go. That's a better look at him. Mr. Ryan says hi to Chaos. See, and I really love this red, the kind of metallic red paint that they use, and the blues on these figures. I mean, they reuse a lot of these parts, but I don't think I have too many characters. I don't think I have anyone else that has these gauntlets. I mean, I have similar boots, or whatever you want to call them, shin guards and tunics here. And, I know the Ranger, Fearless Ranger, has the same tabard piece. But as of for gauntlets, I don't think anyone else has reused these. I may have to double check, but I believe this is the only time we see these. I mean, Adam could tell me, highly articulate, could confirm that or not. But I don't recognize seeing these on anybody. They're not in any of the armor sets either. But I really dig these. Yeah, but as if you're not familiar with Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, they're from a company called Spiro Toys. And they're an independent toy company out there doing some really amazing figures. And yeah, these guys are just really cool. I can't wait for Series 2 to start shipping. I know they've been having some issues getting those out with factories and stuff. But so we got another person. Burning Couch, welcome to the show. And Mr. Ryan Clark says, I have an idea for a Marvel AWOL crossover, but I need to get a heads pack to switch up a Pale. Are you looking for that one, the little gray one? I'm taking it that goes with it, because I have those head packs. now I have an actual use to use some of those. So Centauri Legionnaire. Okay. Yeah, I have to go look at them again because I don't. Maybe it's just because the red. Yeah, maybe it's just because the red. But yeah, those gauntlets. I mean, they just look so unique for him. It just must be the colorway. But I don't know how I didn't realize it. Well, I haven't pulled those out of my cabinet in a while. They're still in their display. I need to actually take them all out and rearrange them so I can fit him in there because it's pretty tight fit, right? I don't know how we'll be able to fit Vero Atlas or shoot, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce that. Let me go back up to Adam's. Let's see his thing here. Where'd it go? It was on here. There it is. Tanger. Yeah, if they still have him, I might pick him up though. If they also have him in Barrel Atlas, I'll probably get him because the only other one I didn't pre-order was the shoot, I can't remember the one that's about to come out. That was supposed to come out with the other wave. That we already got the Feralus Ranger and the Necro Armor Pale, which I really love that Necro Armor on him. But yeah, I really like this figure. And of course, his accessories, besides I already saw the bag of hands, we got this cool kind of knife dagger sword, short sword thing. Got his kind of a centaur. Or centaur. I don't know, centaur. I don't know how to pronounce words. I like the gunmetal on these. I already showed you the daggers. He also has this cool little hatchet axe. I can get it to focus. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. I think that worked a little bit better. Yeah, so that's cool. I always love the little weapons packs and stuff. But YZF.suspect. Hey, good night. Okay. Nice to join us. I love seeing new people popping up in the chat. So I feel like I'm getting more comfortable doing this. Just kind of being off the cuff live. I was always shy doing any kind of public speaking, but I guess because it's online, I don't see nobody, it's a little easier. But yeah, I really love this guy. I mean, pretty much the same body that's on everybody. He's got his butterfly joints. You got his hinge here, rotation. Really tight on him. I'm gonna have to tighten him up. I'm gonna have to loosen up and heat him up on some water or something. Because his joints are really, really tight and that kind of nice ratchet. But full rotation. You got your bicep swivel. You got your double jointed elbows. There is obviously no rotation at the wrist. At the glove, but it is a rotation at the wrist because the hands just pop out. These are let's see. The right hand has the vertical hinge, and the left has the horizontal. But yeah, so Pale is really cool. I'm happy to finally get him with his awesome mohawk. Obviously, I do have Blight, which is pretty much the same body. Thank you, Ryan. I love the words of encouragement. But because Blight it's pretty much the exact same figure for the most part, except for some different parts, I believe. Again, they're all in my cabinet in the living room in its own display. But yeah, I really love these guys. I love the armor packs. I hope they do those again at some point. The weapons packs, all the little extras you can do, so you can gives you an excuse to buy multiple figures and pretty much build them how you want. So yeah, I can't wait to really be messing with him and the other ones. I have some ideas, but that's pretty much it for Pale. So we'll get into the Mythic Legions. This is Valak, and I was almost about to get him because I gotten so many vampires that Legions kind of almost picked him up too. But I kind of just waited on it because I already spent so much money then. So it was like, you know what, I'll hold off. And then since we were at the toy department in Fairfield for the first time, and I knew they were going to have a Legions section. They have a whole Cosmic Legion, Mythic Legion section. So I was like, yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that. Oh, and how come I didn't know he came with this bird? Why did I not? Well, probably because I wasn't paying no attention. But that's cool. Because I only have one other character that comes with a bird that mounts on the wrist. And he's on his horse back there. You can kind of see him right there, right behind me, right next to Wartor. That's on the plague horse, whose name escapes me. I am very bad with names. I've always been bad with names. One thing I love about Mythic Legions packaging is how easy and collector friendly they are, even though I don't keep them. But here's what's on the back. If you're interested in the story of Mythic Legions, obviously it might be harder to read on the vertical stream, but if you're on the normal one, it's pretty much the same on any one of these, but they just pop off. They're not taped. Sometimes they're not taped. Sometimes they are, depending on how big the packaging is. But it's also got this beautiful artwork. So I've fallen in love with Mythic Legions since I first saw Leodicius and then Beathir. And it's like, well, when I finally got them in hand, I fell even more in love with them. So if next to AWOC, they're like some of my favorite toys from third party. I don't want to say which one's better than the other because I think they bring a bunch of cool things to the table. He does come with this cool cape, which I might see if I can't get an upgraded cape because I would prefer a wired one for him. I don't think I'm going to be using this, unfortunately. And a little bag of accessories just fell out of him. Oh. But we do have his bag that has here. He has a sword, he has a quiver, and pauldrons. And this is actually a sealed up bag. So I actually have to rip into that to get those out. But this sword is similar to a bunch of other Legions figures. Oh, and there is one loose arrow. Yeah, you can see that there with the... And of course, all the Mythic Legions bows are already tethered with a nice piece of elastic. And this is, I think, the same bow that came with the Zirian Guard, if I'm pronouncing that right. But obviously this is all in black. I don't think it's the same. Well, it might be the same bow style that's on War Tour there over as well. But let's go ahead and see if I can't get him unraveled. So in the chat, if you have any questions about my collection or anything else that I can probably answer, just don't be shy and ask. Okay. All right. Here we go. And here we have Valak out of the package. Now, first thing on this one, it's a little bit of a thing I'll have to kind of clean up. Is there's a little bit of a QC issue on the leg here, on the boot, some extra plastic that's kind of just that wasn't smoothed out when they cleaned it up. So I can trim that off at some other point. Cut it a little bit over on the right boot there. The left one is fine, but that's the only issue I'm seeing. One other thing, this thing is very loose and very kind of doesn't sit all that well. Kind of just all over the place. I think that is on purpose for other accessories to fit better, but I'm not for sure. He does have a full plastic hood. See if it will zoom on him. And only a face a mother could love. But like I said, I was at Legion's Con. I was on a vampire kick. And I was just picking up all kinds of custom vampire heads. So I wasn't expecting this to sit so loosely on him. But it has to be on purpose. But I do love the tunic. All the detail, all the rivets that are painted all over it. The deep purple and the brown on the straps. Really love that. That is really cool. In Mythic Legions, they always have tons of detail. So very well worth the price. Mr. Ryan Clark, if you put on the pauldrons and the cape, it should fit better. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because, because of how Mythic Legions usually are. Um, Obviously, it's almost all the way up like that. I don't see myself using this cape. I'm hoping there is a better one out there. I'll have to look. I know there's some cool custom uh, soft good makers out there. I mean, I picked up a couple capes at Legions Con. I have the card somewhere. I just could never remember who the maker is. So yeah. But yeah, I'm super happy that I got this guy. Let's go ahead and see if I can't get these pauldrons on. See here, Larry bought a lot of heads. He was ahead. Yeah, you said that in the other chats too. Anytime I've mentioned this, pretty much. I got like one werewolf head out of that whole thing. I got a couple heads for a walk. Let's go ahead and pull these things out. Cape by Darla. Oh yes, that's right. Curtis's wife, Curtis Ackerman. Yes, Darla. I knew she did some. But there was a booth by where Benny was, because I bought some of my vampires off of Benny Torres. So I'm trying to remember their name. That guy that was there selling those capes. So this might be one of the soft goods I don't use. I mean, I want to get a replacement one for shoot, how come I can't remember his full name? The Baron one over there that has a big old furry cloth. Says I think most of the body was used for the headless horseman. You know what? It did look familiar. That does look familiar. Because I haven't picked him up yet. I still want one of them. I still want one. I know BBTS still has the, customer or retail appreciation version. Oh yeah, that sits so much better. There you go. Yeah, just with the pauldrons. Yeah, that just sits so much better. And he does not come with any extra hands. And I have noticed that some Mythic Legions don't have any extra hands. They just have what comes in them, and sometimes they do have other hands. We have a new person in the chat. We have just Jode Art. What's going on, buddy? How are you doing tonight, man? Welcome to the show. We try not to run too long on this show. I do try to get it to about an hour. Sometimes we'll go a little over. Sometimes shorter. It just depends on what we're doing. And if I have anything else to talk about, which I don't really have anything else to talk about. Shadow Blitz, what's up? What's up, man? Or lady? I don't know. Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, he looks so much better with the pauldrons. That does fit way better. I do love these pauldrons too. Actually, they're the same type of pauldrons I got for my armory gladiators. But yeah, can never have enough vampire. So my next goal is actually I'm gonna start putting away and trying to save and look for the actual horseman characters. The actual 4 horsemen of Mythos. I do already have one horse, but because I've been so tempted to get the rest of them. Because DC figurines, not today. I don't have any new DC ones to open up. The only DC things I have currently around me is one of the Funko Pops from, I think this was Justice League, and this Batman. I do have the Doomsday from BVS, and got a little Hot Wheel Batmobile sitting here. So says no, I mean this stream currently. Okay. What's your favorite board game? That's an interesting question. Let me see. Favorite board game. Well, I don't get to play a lot of board games. Um, but I hate to like just be generic and say Monopoly, but that's the only other board game I own. Besides, I do have Power Rangers Heroes for the Grid or Heroes of the Grid, like in all the expansions to that, but I've not got to play it. We've never started playing it. I backed it on Kickstarter. I think I backed everything on Kickstarter for that. But I've not played it yet. But if I do, I probably would like that better. But I haven't really played a board game in ages. You know, it's been such a long time. Oh, awesome Bat Duck Chaos. My girlfriend says we need to play Space Hulks. Yeah, she just got that. She has a bunch of board games. She has so many. Says no. Well, the only Monopoly I have is a Star Wars Monopoly, original trilogy that I had from years ago, and now I'm missing pieces, so I haven't even touched it. I know I'm missing cards and little houses and stuff like that. This is her opinion. Atmosphere is great. I tried playing that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. It is no, I can't. It's too fast paced. I can't deal with it. It is nerve wracking. I don't have the patience for that kind of game. I don't. I just don't. Yes, and you have AVP Alien versus Predator Clue, Doctor Who Clue. Did we get you the Supernatural one? Don't you have that one too, or is that just the Trivial Pursuit? I don't remember. The thing about franchise Monopoly is at the end of the day, it's still Monopoly. It is. And actually, I was actually on Instagram, and then because some news thing popped up about Cincinnati is where this is, I live, just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. They're getting their own, theme Monopoly game. So, you know, try some. Well, I played like the Xbox 360, like the Xbox Live Arcade version of Catan, Citizens of Catan, I think it was or something. And I used to like playing that, but that's not technically an actual board game. I mean, it's based off a board game. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to play. Yes, Settlers. Yeah, Settlers of Catan. I played the hell out of that on 360 back in the day. Okay, yeah. Now, see, I couldn't remember. I haven't played that in like over 10 years too. Yeah, I haven't played. I don't. Right now, the only thing I've been playing is either Fortnite or I'll pop into the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 4 remake every now and again. I kind of hop into some other games here and there. I need to get back into Control and finish that, and Quantum Break, and that's not board games; those are just regular games. Unless it's Halo, I won't finish it at this point, because yes, it's not Citizens. Yeah, but I haven't. I don't know, man. He says, I have 2 horrified games. Yes, you have. She has all the board games, but we don't get a chance to play them. Mostly because we don't really have the table space at the moment to do so. But yeah. So let me see. Did I get everything else out to take a look at? Oh yeah. Well, as I said, because we kind of gotten distracted by the chat. But here's this quiver that he has. You know what? He did not come with like an extra strap or nothing. So I don't know how this. I guess I could just put it on his hip somewhere. Probably. Maybe down here or something. Because it does just clip. But he doesn't have the. He didn't come with any extra belts. Maybe I'll have to get one of those belt packs if I can find them at the next convention that they'll be at. Because I don't remember if Four Horsemen's going to be at Motu Fest in Cincinnati or Cincinnati area in September or not. But definitely I'll see them in November, hopefully, because I don't know. I have everything planned to go, but depending, because some weird bills have come up, I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah. I have to click somewhere on the belt because he doesn't have any extra ones. I mean, some other Legion figures have extra belts. He did not come with any extras. So I'm sure I can figure out where to put it because there's no really an instructions on where to put these things or how to. So you kind of just have to look at other pictures and do so. Same with this. So there's like no extra loops on this big belt. It just kind of has that kind of overhang here. So just having to find a spot to place the sword, which if you haven't noticed, yeah, it does come out. And it is fairly nicely painted. Yeah, and I got little paint on my hand. I was detailing my Gundam earlier. Some of the white parts on there. But yeah, so that's the sword, and it's nice and pointy too. Not as sharp as some like toy weapons that actually made me bleed because it like pricked my finger, which was Captain Cracker actually from Thundercats Ultimates. That one was pointy. What's up, Johnny? How's it going, brother? How you doing tonight? Hope everything is good. Hope you got some cool customs. Actually, I haven't seen you post anything on your Instagram in a while. You must be in the middle really working on stuff. I know you posted something about some contest, but other than that, you haven't really posted a lot. But yeah, you got this cool bow. Love it. And probably could launch this giveaway. There's a little bit of extra plastic on the arrow too. It needs to be cleaned up. I just want to focus on my hand more than the arrow. There it is. Yeah, so that needs to be trimmed up a little bit. So it's probably the messiest Four Horsemen figure I've picked up so far. Yeah, it's like some extra little bits I have to trim up. But that's Valak, man. For the most part, that's pretty much him. Like I said, really nicely detailed paint, though. Love that face. Well, I don't know. I just have a thing for vampire figures. Yeah, I've been playing Remnant 2 still. Trying to 100% it. Yeah. I gave up. There's only very few games I've 100% it complete. In some of those games, you can do that, and then all of a sudden, here's an update. Now you're not 100% because we've added new stuff. Like, no. So I've had that where I've completed a game, and then they added new stuff. It's like, nope, no, now you haven't. Now you have to go back and play it again. Yeah. So yeah, I have to trim all that up at some point. But I do love that bird. I'm not sure what kind of bird this is supposed to be, but his eyes are covered. Come on, focus on the bird and not on my hand. Come on. Let me go ahead and click that off, actually. It wanted to focus, and then it didn't want to focus. But it's very nicely painted in detail. See, now it wants to focus. But then it doesn't want to focus. Anyway. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's definitely... Yeah, it has to be. I mean, I almost thought that was part of its head, but that's actually just the thing that's tied across to cover its eyes. So that's like a little knot. Would be like a little thing tied onto it. See, now it wants to focus. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can't get that on. I probably should heat them up because they always have that little warning paper in these. Yeah, it comes with the vampire guy here. Comes with a falcon. So I guess this is like the vamp. You know what does it say? I did not even read his bio that's on this card. But it looks like he's supposed to be stealthy, nimble, and cunning. Valak, the tracker of the white spine, is often an early omen of impending doom. The first to scout out enemy territory, Valak relies on his falcon, yes, Cinder, that's a nice name, to serve as an additional set of eyes. Well, I don't know how that's going to happen if you cover his eyes up, and ears in the wind. Or, I'm sorry, wild. I can't read for... with the return of Lithia, it is Valak's mission to infiltrate the kingdom of Xylion, and I don't know, I'm probably butchering that, and to carve a clear path to Castle Silverhorn in hopes it will lead to its eventual conquest. So yeah, but he does remind me a lot of my boy over here, who's I can't remember his name either, because it's the same pretty much exact body too, except for the torso up here. He has more of an armor one, but the skirting is the same. And but yeah, so I may have to heat that up before I take that off to put this on his wrist so he can hold his cool falcon. Yeah, so I mean, I love these kind of things. I do wish it had like a separate, maybe like removable, just plug it into the legs there and have other ones. But I think I'm not the only one who said that before. Oh, and the head is articulated on the falcon. So that's the only piece of articulation on this bird. It's just that neck. I don't think it. No, it is. I just ain't messed with it. So that's cool. So yeah, Valak and his falcon. I done forgot the name. Cinder. I forget that awesome name. That's a nice name for a bird. All right. So since those are the only actual figures. Now we have the magic effects, which I do have. This is the evil set. I threw the other one a little too far away from me, and we have the heroic set here in the green. So I don't have too many magic users. Obviously, vampires and stuff probably can use them a bit. I only have one female kind of witch / wizard, which you can see with her little serpent magic effect wrapping around her staff there. I'm actually surprised this was not taped. And something else about Four Horsemen stuff, they got some really beautiful, like, card back pieces, artwork inside the packaging, which you can use for backdrops on other stuff. Very, very nicely painted. And another thing I love is that they actually give out the information on their figures, who worked on them. I'm trying to see. Yeah, same up here. Has all the names up here in this corner. I'm trying to make sure it's on all the screens of everyone who worked on this particular product. But yes, see, because that's the one right here down in this corner. That's the one that the only magic user I currently have. Mr. Ryan Clark says, nice. I have the heroic magic set. And I almost picked them up at Legion's Con too, but it's like, you know what? No, we'll hold off. I do have like a weapon set, like magical weapon set put away that I haven't opened yet. That's put up because it's in a smaller box, so I can just fit it in my little drawers behind me that have all my accessories in and parts. But very Doctor Strange like type of wrist magic effects. In different sizes. Like there's 2 of each of these. There's 2 of these larger ones, 2 of these medium ones, and if I can get one out, 2 of these small ones. And pretty much the sets are exactly the same. It's just different colors. Like these are all these kind of crimson red. We get this kind of cool, like twirly fireball effect piece that you can wrap around the staff. We get a red, same of that blue one that's on hers, snake effect, energy effect, and this nice translucent red. We get these interesting kind of wrist smoke effects. You get a pair of those. So those are really cool. And they're opposite too, so going in opposite direction. Hopefully I can put them back in here correctly. I don't know. There we goes. Yeah. And a couple pair, different size, lightning effects in this purple. So, and Mr. Ryan Clark knows he has the heroic set, so it's pretty much exactly the same, except for green and blue and a really kind of lighter purple. The only difference is the 2 staff effects are actually different colors. And you know what? the evil one didn't come with this. This is the no, yeah, it did. I just didn't pull it out. I just somehow it blended. So evil one, you get this red glowing kind of skull effect, and this one you get a green one. So yeah, I don't know how I missed this at first until I saw it in here. So that's the only difference. Heroic ones got more green. The other ones are more red and purples. Even though we do have this kind of more lighter purple, more lavender, translucent kind of lavender maybe effect for the fireball for the heroic set. But a green version. So now I have 3 color versions of this cool energy snake effect. The lightning is obviously more traditional blue. For those. More of a kind of a bluish kind of smoke for left and right. That back in. And of course, very much more Doctor Strange because it's in that green of these cool wrist magic effects, which are very neat. I kind of have ideas and uses. Obviously, I just have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it because I don't have too many dio pieces, really. I have like one thing that I can really use for mythics that will work well. Like for like a setting type of thing. But we'll go ahead and clam these back up because these are a bit easier and better to store if I just leave them at least in the tray. I don't know if I'll keep the sleeve. Luckily, these were not taped shut. But they were bagged initially from the toy department. I had already taken them out of the bags. And of course, I didn't even show you the heroics little inside piece here, which is really cool. Of course, these are the heroic. I believe at least 2 of them were more heroic type of wizards, magic users. I'm not sure about the big orc guy, if he's evil or good. I don't know much. I have to go to the Source Horseman and read up on all the lore. Because I do have this similar art piece that came with Agragorn. Or is that how am I pronouncing that right? The blue dragon guy that I had back there behind me. I keep hearing his name and I keep forgetting it. That I gave one of the green to my Trey's Wraith Healer. Yep. Now she's evil, but green is also evil. I mean, yeah, you can make whatever you want evil. You can make green evil, red evil. I mean, I think in the old G.I. Joe cartoon, Cobra actually had the blue lasers and the Joes had the red. Oh, for some odd reason, remembering back, I originally thought they were opposite. I thought could always think, oh, the blues, the blast from the good guys. No, not always, not always. But yeah, I think that is it for tonight. When we're just under an hour, I don't have anything. Acro. I can read it, but I can't say it. I heard Jeremy say it the other day when he was showing off like comparison on Mythic Conversations. We're showing comparison with the Archon. So, and I have not pre-ordered him yet. I'm probably going to have to get him at regular retail price because even though my taxes are starting to hit, I don't really have the funds to get him right away. Rakagor, thank you. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate you so much. And you too. Raka, you and Ryan, man, you guys are the best. I love you guys to death. I love being part of this Mythic Legions or just in toy community in general. You guys are the best. Thank you for helping me with my terrible pronunciation skills. Anyway, I don't know. Anyone want to ask anything about any other my collection? What else? We got I don't know what you call me Boo, though, bro. You can call me Bro. I don't know about Boo. That's something Trish should be called. Anyhow, if you guys, I don't know, we can stay on a little bit longer. I just don't have anything really else to talk about. Um, Adam says toys are fun. Collecting toys should be fun. It is, and it's actually probably one of the few things that gives me a little bit more, well, a little less stress when I actually get to mess with them. Um, but like I said, I'm gonna have to kind of make a pause. I mean, I'm gonna have tons of stuff coming in this year at some point. Plus we still have all of Trish's Super 7 Ultimates Toho Ultimate figures that haven't been opened. And by the way, I'm actually gonna make a post later, but I am selling a few of my Thundercat Ultimates that I have not, and Silverhawk Ultimates that I haven't opened. It's I've already sold two of them to Mark from Saturday Morning Toy Collector. He went and purchased my LJN recolor of Mumra and Groon off of me, but I still have Lion-O, Chitara, Jaga, and Monkeyan, plus the first wave of Vac Metal, the first wave of Vac recolor, the Kenner recolors of Silverhawks. So I says he's got a ton of pre-orders, but I keep buying more stuff. Me too, and then I think when I went to the toy department should have been the last time. I do have some. I think actually the Cosmic Legions character packs were the last thing I pre-ordered. That's already pre-purchased technically. So for other pre-orders, I think I have a few things on BBTS. I know I have a few Mythic Legions that because I missed on the initial pre-order from Horrors of Isomal. So you got a Tigra. I don't have. Well, they didn't do an LJN recolor of him in Ultimates. I know they did one for the DX, but I haven't picked him up. I only have one DX figure, and that was the initial Lion-O because I wanted to see how different the articulation was compared to the original. I prefer the original sculpt. Compared, that's probably one reason why I haven't pulled on the newest wave, even though I do need red eyes. But I'm just getting rid of the LJN color Kenner colorway stuff, and for a really cheap price, even for the big ones, I'm only doing $20, so I only have 8 figures to sell. I will put a post up of which figures they are. Didn't hear the LJN recolor part. He's the last Ultimates I need for the team. Well, I don't have an extra Tigra. Not yet. But I know they did release a new Tigra, and I think he does have the elbow pad this time in the DX line. But the only Tigers I have is the initial Wave 2, right? He was part of Wave 2, and he has some QC issues on the paint. But and the translucent one, I have him, but I'm not. Those aren't up for sale. It's just LJN recolor of Lion-O, Chitara, Jaga, Monkeyan, and the Kenner recolor, the Vac Metal, Quicksilver, Steelheart, and Monstar, Buzzsaw. All the old recolor versions, the old toy recolors. You know what? I probably should throw in the heads too. I haven't opened up the other one, and I didn't even think about that. I probably need to make sure. I gotta get a hold of Mark about that and ship him out. Probably ship him out that head with something else if he wants something else, but I don't think he does. I think he got the 2 he wanted. But yeah, I'll put a post on Instagram. But each figure, even the Vac Metal, even the big Monstar Buzzsaws, which are usually, I think they were initially 85. I'm only selling each one of them for $20 a piece. So if you're interested, you follow me on Instagram. Obviously, when I put the post up, hit me up. We'll work something out. And yeah, but that's the only thing I got currently out for sale. Don't have anything else that's in box that I'm willing to sell. I don't have anything that's out of box anyway that I'm willing to sell because I don't usually buy duplicates. But yeah, anyway, I just figured I'd throw that out there. But yeah, anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me in the chat. Adam, I think this is the most you've been active in my chat. So I really appreciate you for hanging out, Mr. Ryan Clark. Pleasure as always. Can't wait to have you on the show again at some point. And everyone else, I didn't even see this. We got another person that popped in a little while back. Live Solar. How's it going? Say, you look good. Okay. Anyway, I think that's going to be it. But so anyway, if you haven't done it already, if you don't follow me, please hit that subscribe button. If you like what I do here, hit that thumbs up. It really helps this channel grow. You can follow me on Instagram at the same handle you see here under my name at Larry's Geek World. If I can even speak now. Where I haven't really posted much this week. Mostly because I've been so stressed and tired. I just haven't been wanting to take any pictures of anything. But I'm gonna try to get back into it. And but like I said, hit like, follow me on Instagram, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I try to do this every Saturday night at 8. It's been working out so far. This is episode 35. But anyway, until next time, hope everyone has a great rest of your week. I can't even talk. Hope everyone has a good rest of their weekends. And I will see you all next Saturday, maybe. I don't know. Got no opening day for FC Cincinnati's coming up. But anyway, take care, everyone. Bye.